cruise drink packages in 2026? Yeah, they're not what they used to be. Some prices have gone up. Perks have quietly disappeared, and a few cruise lines have changed the rules in ways that can cost you hundreds if you're not paying attention. So before you go ahead and click add drink package like we all do, thinking you're getting a deal, you might want to watch this video first. Because today I'm breaking down the latest drink package changes across all the major cruise lines, what's actually worth your money, what's a straight up ripoff, and which cruise line is still giving you the best bang for your buck in 2026. And trust me, some of these changes, people are not happy. Let's get into it.
Sipping on the deck, feel the ocean breeze. Every drink we take puts our minds at ease. From rum to champagne, yeah, we live in the vibe. Sips on ships, baby, it's a whole new ride. Sips on ships, toast to the night. Flavors of the world, everything feels right. Raise your glass, let the good times flow. Sips on ships, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, we're going to start off with my favorite cruise ship, Royal Caribbean. Well, let me tell you what Royal Caribbean got done, okay, with this new stuff. So, the biggest newest change in March of this year, 2026, okay? Guess what's changed? The freestyle soda machines are no longer included. You heard me correctly. They are no longer included for most of the packages. This includes the deluxe beverage package, which is the alcohol package, and the refreshment package, the non-alcoholic package. Neither one of them will include the Coca-Cola souvenir cup or access to the Coca-Cola freestyle machines. So I don't know about you, but me personally, I usually get the cup. I don't even use it. I pick it up because it's part of my drink package, but I never really use it. However, I have used it as my water cup in the room. I will fill it up with ice, put water in it, sit it on my nightstand, and that's it. But the souvenir cup doesn't really hold the temperature of what you put in there much longer, so sometimes it was just better for me to just bring my own Yeti cup or Stanley cup that has a good stainless steel insulation in there where I can have ice in there for a whole day and don't have to worry about filling it up periodically. But I'm not worried about losing that particular perk. However, I'm pretty sure some of you would be. So just so you know, Royal Caribbean is no longer offering that, okay? However, if you do want that feature now you have to pay $4.99 extra for the cup. So what does this actually mean? It means before you could walk up to a machine and mix 100 plus soda flavors anytime. Now you'll need to order soda at the bars, restaurants, or buy the cup separately to use the machines. So what hasn't changed with Royal Caribbean and their drink package? You're still getting plenty with the packages. Still getting that. You're going to get the delivery beverage package, which includes unlimited cocktails, liquor, beer, wine by the glass, specialty coffee, bottled water, juices, mocktails plus soda, not the freestyle though. The refreshment package will still include premium coffees, juices, mocktails, and sodas. The classic soda package still includes the souvenir cup, the freestyle machine access, no change here, and grandfathered in. They'll make an exception if you bought your package before their start date of March 15th. So if you did, you're still able to get that. So why did they make these changes anyway? Not officially confirmed. Why believe too many people were sharing cups, cost cutting, waste reduction, trying to tighten package usage rules, people trying to get over on the system. But let me give you a quick reality check for this year. Deluxe packages is up to about $115 per day. Refreshment package about $29 per day. Soda package was about $10 to $18 a day. So yeah, people are side-eyeing paying extra for that soda machine access now. But bottom line, the packages are still all inclusive for drinks. But one of the most convenient perks, the self-serve soda machines, is now an add-on instead of included. So let's go ahead and get see what Carnival drink package changes are doing this year. You know, I enjoy going on cruises and being able to not think about what I'm drinking. I'm a spirit channel. Of course, I'm going there to try the mini cocktails. I get the packages if and whenever I have to, because I'm gonna be trying drinks. I may not drink all of the drink, but I'm gonna be tasting them out. So it's very important to me to know that I can have this access. But if they're gonna nickel and dime you, it sort of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But let's start talking about Carnival now. Okay. So Carnival, the new Cheers Zero Proof is now fully rolled out. This is Carnival's brand new non-alcoholic package, and it's the headline change. This is the biggest change with Carnival. So what does it include? It includes mocktails, even with non-alcoholic spirits, specialty coffee from Java Blue, milkshakes, smoothies, energy drinks, bottled water, still sparkling coconut, soda, and juices. What is it priced? Around $29.99 per day, pre-cruise, okay? It can be much higher than that on the cruise, okay? However, as 2026 is now available on all sailings, previously it was limited, but now you can get it on all sailings. So, let's translate it. Carnival finally created a true middle tier package, not just soda, not alcohol, rule changes. This is where people are mad, okay? Carnival didn't remove perks. They tightened the restrictions instead. Longer wait between drinks. Now you have to wait 10 minutes instead of 5, which what it was before. 1 drink at a time. No doubling up or stacking drinks. And sharing is strictly prohibited. Why? To prevent people from sharing packages and gaming the system. And when you all are posting everything on how to get around the system, it just creates a problem. It's the change for Carnival's drink package. Okay, so let's talk about their drinks package now. So Cheers, the alcohol package. What has changed? Not a ton structurally, but important reminders. Still capped at 15 alcoholic drinks per day. Staff can cut you off before 15 if needed, if you're drunk. Must be purchased for the entire cruise length. And the 2026 typical price ranges about $69.95 per day. The cabin rule still stands. This one hasn't changed. This is a big deal. If one adult who is 21 plus age in the cabin buys a Cheers all adults package, all the adults in there must buy it. You can't mix packages. If one person gets an alcohol package, the other can't just get a zero proof. They may be forced into Cheers too. Melissa said that. Didn't say that. Think about it. This is one of the most complained about rules right now. So I know it's a problem with folks that you may have a partner that can't drink or doesn't drink, but then you drink. But now you got to pay the extra money just because you drink. So what do? Do you not pay for the package and then just buy a drink whenever you can because the other person, or do you pay the extra money? Put in the comments, what would you do? I wouldn't like it. However, speaking of like, if you are liking this video, please hit that like button. And also hit subscribe if you would like to see more videos such as this, and share me out. Share this information with other people, okay? So some of Carnival's other packages, they don't really have any major changes this year. Bottomless bubble is still the same, still basic soda juice, cheapest option, and there's no major updates there. So the bottom line, Carnival versus Royal Caribbean for 2026. Carnival added more flexibility with the zero proof package. Tightened usage rules, wait times, anti-sharing. Still strict on everyone in the cabin must buy. Royal Caribbean, for comparison, removing perks like the soda machines, more relaxed on who buys the packages. So, in a real life situation, some real talk here, Carnival didn't really take anything away like Royal did, but they basically said you can drink, just not too fast, not together, and not creatively. Which means don't try to get over on the system. But now we about to venture into Now, I personally have not set up MSC yet, but I still researched their drink package, and I am aware of some changes that they've made. Okay, and MSC has had the biggest change out of the drink packages, believe it or not. Wait till you all get this. Okay, so MSC biggest change: 15 drink daily limit, now fully active. Before they didn't have a limit. Now they have one. 15 drink daily limit, now fully active. It started in 2025 and fully impacting 2026 sailings. So before, even though it was implemented in 2025, it didn't hit all of the sailings. Now, effective 2026, all the sailings. All the sailings. This is what's going on. You get in your 15. All of you who was MSC, I can drink as many as I want. Not anymore. 15 daily limit is your limit. Okay? Alcohol packages are no longer unlimited. 15 alcoholic drinks per day is the maximum. Unlimited non-alcoholic drinks are still included. You can buy more drinks after 15, but you will have to pay full price. So they will allow you more than 15 drinks, but just not on the package. So if you drink 15 drinks with MSC, if you go to that 16th one, they're charging you for it, basically. Okay? And it even applies to most areas on board. Okay? So here's some exceptions though. Some premium experiences like the yacht club perks may differ slightly depending on access. So just be mindful of that. So here goes some major package cuts, okay, which was a big deal. MSC simplified everything by eliminating multiple packages. So basically, they just read a whole structure. They just said, let's tear it all down and just give them different drink packages. Discontinued the Easy package that ended in 2024. The Easy Plus package ended in August of 2025. If you book them before removal, you're grandfathered in for your sale, just so you'll know. Okay. Current packages in 2026. MSC basically stripped it down to 3. You only get 3 options. The premium extra package, which is the main alcohol package, drinks up to and around $16 are included. So if they're higher than $16, guess what? You gotta pay extra. You gotta pay the difference. It includes cocktails, liquor, wine, beer, specialty coffee, smoothies, bottled water, and don't forget your 15 drink day limit. Your alcohol-free package, that's your second package, available, includes mocktails, soda, coffee, energy drinks, bottled water, juices, and there is unlimited. There is no cap for the non-alcoholic beverage, just so you know, okay? Only the alcohol has a cap, but the zero proof has unlimited, no cap, and no cap for real. The minors package is required for kids or teens traveling with adults who buy packages. It includes soda, juices, non-alcoholic drinks. So let me explain this to you. So that minor package, you know, when you're in the cabin, like part of your cabin rule, if you're an adult and you're staying with the child, guess what? If the adult gets a drink package, child gets a drink package. They just get the minor package. And yes, they both have to get the package. Don't get mad at me. I didn't make the rules. This is the rules. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. So the rules that haven't changed but matter more now. Okay? Everyone in the cabin must buy a package if one adult gets the alcohol package. Others must also get a package. Kids must get the minors package, no sharing, and they enforce it harder now, okay? Each drink is tracked digitally with the $15 drink cap, and it is enforced at a tighter scale. Some other subtle but important changes. Simplification strategy. MSC said they removed packages to make decision-making easier, okay? Let's see about that. You know, decision making easier. So you just gonna make me get a drink pack. even if I don't drink. You just gonna make me spend extra money for my child. What if I don't want my child to have soda or juice? Maybe I just want them to drink water, you know. Fewer choices, okay? Less flexibility for budget travelers, so this is not ideal for you budget seekers. Pricing structure shift, definitely. Premium Extra is now the main default alcohol package, which means your premium, that is the alcohol package. There's no multiple tier in terms of basic, middle, like low, bottom shelf, middle shelf, top shelf. MSC said, no, this is what you get. This is all we're offering. Alcohol, all or nothing. Non-alcohol, all or nothing. And the kids and teens, all or nothing, period. So, no more true budget alcohol tier. So you're either paying premium or going non-alcoholic. Okay, now let's look at the 2026 reality check for MSC. Let's summarize all of this. No unlimited alcohol anymore. We got 15 cap, 15 drinks cap. Fewer package choices, still include more premium choices in the base package. Okay. Carnival also has a 15 drink cap, more package variety, including 0 proof. And Royal Caribbean, still unlimited alcohol, cutting perks instead, so you just can't get the soda machine. Okay? So MSC didn't just tweak things, they just completely restructured their whole drink program. Fewer options plus a daily limit equals more control. Okay? It's great if you drink moderately, like premium alcohols, but not great if you're trying to maximize unlimited drinks or get a cheaper alcohol package. So, with that said, let's go on and head over to Norwegian. All right. So, for Norwegian, drink packages on the private island are back. You heard what I said. It is back. So, basically, Norwegian originally was like, hey, we're not going to allow you to use your drink package on our private island. And then the customers was like, I know you damn lying. And then Norwegian was like, okay, I'll give it back. Literally, that's exactly how it went. Okay? So Norwegian made a major change. Then quickly walked it back, basically. Okay, what was supposed to happen? What had happened was that starting on March 1st this year, drink packages on Norwegian would not work at Great Stirrup Cay, which is their private island. Okay? Excuse me. But what actually happened was Norwegian reversed the decision. Drink packages are now honored indefinitely on the island again. You can still drink on the ship and on the island with your package like before. I guess Norwegian said they ain't gonna deal with that. So why was this a big deal? Originally, Norwegian planned to create a separate island drink package, make you pay extra while you was off the ship. Well, you already know what happened. That caused a massive guest backlash. Confusion about the upgrades like free at C+, so they scrapped it for now. So the current drink package structure for Norwegian on 2026 is actually simpler than other cruise lines. Free at sea, open bar, main package, unlimited alcohol drinks, cocktails, beer, wine, included as perks with many of your sailings. Okay, and it typically costs a built-in price within your booking fee of about $28.50 per day value. Okay, free at sea plus upgrade adds your top shelf liquor and premium wines, bottled water, specialty coffee, energy drinks, Wi-Fi, and dining perks. Okay, other drink packages on Norwegian. Your soda package, $12.50 a day, includes Starbucks specialty coffee packages, bottled water packages. Okay. And then in some important rules that are still in place, don't forget they still have rules too. There's no daily drink cap, unlike Carnival or MSC. Norwegian still offers truly unlimited alcohol, still monitored, but less strict. No sharing allowed, and bartenders can cut you off if needed, so don't be out there acting like a company. So let's talk about some of the subtle shifts that Norwegian made this year. So pricing is more bundled. Drinks are often included in your cruise promos. You're paying indirectly, not truly free. Okay, so it sort of feels like it's free, but if they add it in your fee, in your boarding fee, your booking fee, and you just pay the booking fee, you don't even know. And it's like, hey, I have a drink package. So number 2, they want to push towards upgrades. At free at C Plus is heavily marketed, more upsell for premium experiences. Then you have the island strategy, which is still evolving. Okay, more to come. So even though they reversed the change, Norwegian may still introduce a separate island package later. So this situation is still fluid. So more to come on that. So let's look at Norwegian compared to the other cruise lines that we've spoken about already. So 2026, reality check. Norwegian Cruise Line, unlimited alcohol, no cap. Drink package, works on the ship and the island again. Constant policy changes, confusion. And then for Carnival, you got the 15 drink cap, more strict rules. MSC, you got the 15 drink cap, fewer package options. And then Royal Caribbean, unlimited, cutting perks like the soda machine access. So, in a nutshell, Norwegian tried to quietly say, drinks on the island will cost extra. His cruises said, I know you fucking lying. And Norwegian said, okay, never mind. That's it. So good for you, Norwegian, for looking after your clients and trying to think of a new way to approach. They'll make it happen at some point. They just have to address it in a way that's not going to make their clients angry. So now let's talk about Celebrity, the luxury of the lines that we've been speaking of. Okay. However, I can tell you this: Celebrity said, let's do the all-inclusive piece. Like, are you really gonna do this? Okay, well, let's do this. So, just so you know, Celebrity said, we're not the biggest shift at Jack Daniels. We're not even talking about a premium Jack Daniels. We're not even talking about a high-proof Jack Daniels. We're talking about the Jack Daniels that you can get at the liquor store and get the biggest bottle that you can find for about $20-something or $30-something. And you actually have to upgrade to the premium package in order to drink Jack Daniels. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I said? I don't think so. But anyway, the next level at Celebrity is the premium drink package. It's an upgrade version, so you can get the higher tier, and that covers your drinks up to around $19, per drink rate. Okay, and it covers a higher end liquor and cocktails like Jack Daniels. No offense, Jack Daniels. I just don't think you need to be in the premium level. Some of your other ones, are, but not your basic number 7. That's all I got. Your basic number 7, where you can get this big gallon for like $20. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. You get the point. But so some of their subtle changes that Celebrity made 2025 and 2026 is their drink price caps increased from lower limits previously. Okay, more drinks are now falling inside the package instead of costing extra. Okay, so let's look at the non-alcoholic zero proof package. It seems like a lot of cruise ships are going towards this now. Okay, and this includes, of course, mocktails, specialty coffee, juices, soda, still unlimited, no caps. Okay, so let's talk about the most important rules. What's still the same but matter more today? Okay, no daily drink limit. Celebrity has no drink limit. Okay, unlike Carnival and MSC, who has a cap. Celebrity is still unlimited drinks per day. So, yes, only one drink at a time. You can't order multiple drinks at once. It helps prevent sharing. Everyone in the cabin rule. If one adult buys a package, others must too. Exceptions: medical reasons, and non-drinkers get the non-alcohol package instead. So, I agree with that, because the non-alcoholic package is not the same price as the alcohol package, okay? And if I'm not drinking alcohol and someone else is, I shouldn't expect to pay the same rate for me, okay? So at least they have that as an option, and then for medical reasons. So that means you just need to have a letter from your physician stating that you cannot consume alcohol. And then basically they'll let the other person just not get the alcohol drink package, okay? But they will make you spend the money on the non-alcoholic one, okay? I actually would like it if they just allowed you to just maybe get like not the non-alcohol package, but just what if I just want soda and juice? Literally, if I just drink soda and juice, why not just let me do that? But anyway, quiet but important trends for celebrity for 2026 this year is drink prices have increased on board. So many cocktails now hover around $17 to $19. The premium package caps increase to match. So fewer surprise charges if you upgrade, just so you know, okay? So there's a strong push towards upgrades, okay? So you'll constantly see offers in the upgrade classic to premium, market, okay? Discounts are often offered pre-cruise for the upgrades. I always recommend get your packages and whatever you get, just get it before you get on ship because it will cost more. So yes, maybe the spa, you may save some money because if they can't book up those spa rooms, they'll usually run some last minute deal. But most of the time for everything else, you want to get that in advance, especially the drink package. So not only is Celebrity looking to try to make it inclusive into your rate, but their packages work almost everywhere, okay? It is valid at bars, restaurants, lounges, even the private destinations like Coco Cay and Lauderdale. Just want to let you know, okay? So, simplified experience, less confusion than MSC, right? So, no removing of tiers, no drink caps, no major perks cut, okay? Just pick your level and upgrade if you want better level. That's it. That's all Celebrity's saying. So let's go ahead and compare Celebrity with the other cruise lines that we talked about already, okay? So, Celebrity Cruises, unlimited drinks, positive, right, with no cap, is bundled into cruise pricing, that's good. Higher drink price limits are now covered, that's good. But it does not feel less optional, okay? Bundle pricing, that is still a good one. Compared to others, so let's compare it to Carnival. Carnival has stricter rules, drink cap. MSC, drink cap, fewer packages. Royal Caribbean, unlimited but cutting perks. And Norwegian, unlimited but policy flip-flopping. So basically, Celebrity is the most premium, predictable, and quietly expensive drink package so far, okay? So real talk. Celebrity didn't shake the table like the other cruise lines. They just moved the table entirely. They said, you're getting drinks, whether you think about it or not. You're gonna get drinks, whether you think about it or not. So, just think about it that way. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. But anyway, outside of Celebrity, one of my favorite cruise ships in most things. There's no cruise ship that has it all for me. But when it comes to the drink packages, to me, I just feel that Virgin actually satisfies most of that. Okay? Only because, guess what? They don't have a traditional drink package. Okay? And it's still true this year. 2026, no change. There is still no traditional drink package with Virgin Voyages. You know why? They do bartenders. Old-fashioned way. Just pay for your stuff in advance. And you can drink who you want, where you want, with you want, share as much as you want, drink as much as you want. It doesn't matter. You pay for it. Here you go. And guess what? We're going to give you a deal. We can give you a deal. Hey, if you buy $300, we're going to give you 50. You spend $600, we're going to give you 100. You spend $700, we're going to give you an extra $250. That's how Virgin Voyages roll. Okay? So, unlike Royal Caribbean, Carnival Cruise Line, MSCs, and Norwegian Cruise Line, Virgin Voyages does not offer unlimited drink packages fleet-wide. This is intentional and not a missing feature. Okay? So what replaced the drink package? There was never a drink package. It's called the bar tab, for those of you who don't know. Okay? And it still remains the main model. Instead of you paying per day, you prepay a set amount for drinks. Okay? How does it work? You load money like you do like a debit card. You load the money, $200 to $1,000, up to you. Virgin adds some bonus perks, credit on top of that. You spend it on cocktails, wine, coffee, cocktails, whatever you want. So an example would be if you buy $1,000, you can get up to $1,250 to spend. They give you an extra $250. That's their discount for you. They just give you more money to spend. Okay. Now, the 2026 trend though, which is new, bigger bar tab bonuses plus promotions. Okay, so more frequent deals like up to $250 in free drinks and cruise promos with included drink credit. Okay, so basically they're not adding packages, they're just making the bar tab feel like it. That's all, no biggie. But what's the huge difference versus every other cruise line? A lot of their drinks are already free. That's why. The only daggone thing you have to pay for is the alcohol. Okay, so let's look at what's included in your fare already. Soda, still and sparkling water, drip coffee, tea, and basic juices. No soda package needed, which is very rare in cruising when you think about it. So then why does Virgin basically not offer drink packages? Why do they refuse it? You know, most people want to know. So, Virgin basically said, no confusing math, no pressure to drink more to get value. Because technically, if you feel that you're paying a certain amount of money and you're forced to, the likelihood of you over drinking goes up. The probability of you over drinking goes up. Hence, it may cause problems and so forth. Okay, problems, accidents, whatever. Instead of, most people just want to be able to spend money in advance and not have to worry about it when they get there, which is the reason why most people get the drink package anyway, because they don't want to have to think about it. They don't want to have to add anything up. They don't want a surprise bill. They just want to drink what they need to drink, right? And do what they need to do. But when you get a bar tab, you just buy the bar tab. And that's pretty much it. But just remember, with the bar tab and Virgin, you can't, use it or lose it. You don't get it back. Once you buy the bar tab, and you can't transfer it over to another cruise. Okay, so if you buy $1,000 and they give you $250 and you have $1,250 and you only spent $800, then you're out of not $450, but you're out of $200 of your dollars, and the other $250 credit just goes to wash. What some people have said, which is best to do, is don't get it all in the bar tab. If you know that you're going to drink at least 300, like if there's two of you, you know between the two of you, you're going to drink 300. But you might not necessarily feel you need to get the $600 bar tab. Then what you do is you get a $300 bar tab. And then you may get a $300 sailor loop. And the difference between the two is the bar tab can only be used for the bar. It can only be used for alcohol. However, your sailor loop you can use for the bar and in the gift shops. So if you don't drink, let's say you drink $300 and you drink and the other $300 was sailor loop, and you drink $100 of your sailor loop and you still have $200 left. If you know that you're not going to drink $200 worth of alcohol before you get off the ship, then just go in the gift shop and buy something. that way you still are spending it, you're just spending it in a different way and you're not losing it, So just a little note out there. And that was a little nugget that was given to me one time because my husband and I, we had like 40 something dollars left from our bar tab, and so we pretty much lost out on 45 bucks. So anyway, however, Virgin believes you should pay as you go or preload with a bar tab or share freely with no strict rules. Okay, now Virgin's big flex and difference from other airlines is you can share your drinks. Buy your drinks for anyone. No everyone in the cabin must buy rule, which means if one person get a bar tab, somebody else get a bar tab, it doesn't matter. The bar tab works for whoever. Okay, that's the opposite of Carnival, MSC, Celebrity, Royal, and Norwegian, every other one that I mentioned. Okay, testing alert. So do understand, Virgin has been testing an unlimited package, just so you know. Okay, they experimented with an unlimited package. They tested on select sailings like the Valiant Lady. It was around $95 a day, and it included drinks that were up to an average of about $20 each. Okay, but it is not rolled out fleet-wide. Okay, and it's still in testing. Okay, not standard as of 2026. So just know that. Okay, so basically they're watching the market but not committing to it yet. All right. So just so you get an idea of what real 2026 drink pricing approximate is. So on Virgin, their cocktails range from $11 to $16 each. Okay, beer is about $7 to $9, and wine, many are under $11. Just to give you an idea of what the range are of your drinks and what your bar tab will be able to give you. And don't forget, tips are already included in your actual drink. So there's no other, this is the drink plus an extra 18% gratuity that you're going to see like you would see on Carnival or some of the other ships. Okay, the gratuity is included. Okay, now just think about if you go luxury. It's like, well, on Virgin, I might be a rock star or a mega rock star. Sweet, should I get a bar tab? Well, no, because you'll have a free mini bar setups, and then some tiers get unlimited drinks anyway, with limits per price though still. But the drinks usually go up to about $25 each on the VIP perk with the Rockstar and Mega Rockstar. So if you compare Virgin Voyages with everybody else, no traditional drink package. The bar tab is a prepaid credit system. Free soda and basic drinks on the norm. No sharing restrictions. And testing is unlimited, but it's not standard yet. Okay? And everyone else, unlimited packages, and then a whole lot of strict rules. Cap, sharing limits, and cabin requirements. Okay? Virgin Voyages basically looked at the cruise drink packages and said, hey, why are people doing alcohol math on vacation? You should be able to drink what you want, pay fairly, and don't feel forced to get your money worth, right? So I actually like Virgin. Anyway, it's been great, y'all. I wanted to bring that information to you all. These were some updates that occurred during the year of 2026. And it's important to me because when I go and sell, drink packages is what I'm looking at, especially if I have to pay for it. I also gamble in the casino, so sometimes I'll get offers depending on what cruise line I'm going on, and so they usually include drinks, whether it's just in the casino or everywhere on a ship. But then there are some cruise lines where I may have to pay for a drink package, and I thought that this was some helpful information to share with you all, so you all knew when you all are sailing on these cruise ships what you should be looking for, what some of the updates were as opposed to what it was last year, so you won't be surprised. And although it is the month of April, a lot of these new rules went into effect during just last month, the month of March. So when you're booking your cruises going forward, make sure that you check the fine print or come back to this video to see an average of how much you're going to have to spend and what the rules are. But guess what? I will be making a video in reference to what the costs are right now, as well as which drink package really is for you, and if you should even get a drink package at all. So keep your notifications on, hit that like button and share. And when you get that notification for that video, hopefully you'll join me there so I can share more context and details in reference to the drink packages on the cruise line. And with that said, don't be trash, live your best life, and I'll see you in the next video.